80% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Hello friends, this is going to be a very quick vlog. I am about to catch a flight to New York City in an hour and a half, and I have not packed yet for my trip. So, on to the topic. How did we get started writing, and what made us want to be writers? I started writing at a really young age. Once I started reading, I imagined that I could be a writer. I thought I would be wonderful at it. So I started at, I think in like 3rd grade, I wrote a short story, and it was about a girl and her best friend, and her best friend was being abused by her father, and they had this cave where they would go and run to and hide whenever the one was afraid, and they would hang out in this cave, and they would comfort each other, and yeah. I think I freaked out my teacher. She probably thought I was getting abused because I was in 3rd grade and writing the story about this. But I showed it to my brother-in-law, who at that time, I was really young, so he was in his 20s, and he encouraged me. He actually thought I had something and that I could be a writer, and he thought I was really talented, and he just lifted me up in that way. And it didn't take much encouragement, really, because I thought I was really good at it. I thought I was awesome. It makes it sound like I was confident a lot. I really wasn't. I was a really shy kid, but it was something I could do on my own, solitary. My mom had a typewriter, the old-fashioned kind where you'd click the keys, and I never had a finger powerful enough to hit the A key, but I love to type on it, and so I typed up that story, and then I started doing other short stories. And in junior high, I joined a club, a creative writing club, and it was really fun, and I still have friends that were in that club that I went to high school with later. And I guess somewhere along the way I did stop writing, though, because I had this whole thing about security, and I really wanted to have security. I really wanted to have a paycheck. But seriously, when I decided to try my hand at writing a novel, that was not until I was in my 30s. I know. You guys all thought I was 18, right? I know. No, seriously, 36. So I didn't start writing it until 2009, I think it was, the very end. So it took me a long time to get here. I wrote stories through college, worked on short stories, worked on kind of a novella project when I was working on my master's in English. But it wasn't until a few years ago that I got serious and decided I wanted to write a novel, and I applied for MFA programs. And I got into 3. I was lucky. I got into 3 programs, picked the one that I really wanted to go to, and set this goal for myself that if you looked at the number of pages that were going to be due over the course of the program, I could essentially write 2 novels while I was in the program. I wrote 3! But I have to say, Spalding MFA program, if you are going to get serious about writing, do it. As for the subject that made me really want to get serious about writing that first novel, I was working on an adult fiction novel. I've talked about that in another vlog. And I had read a few YA books, and I was seeing this trend of these heroines that were powerless or relying on a man to save them, and I just had a hankering to write a book where the girl did the saving. And that's where I got on fire and wrote Touch. I love what Jacqueline Woodson said when I was at Spalding a couple weeks ago. She said that you write in the place that you're still working through. And apparently, I'm still a teenager. Now, the reason that I'm getting on a plane is because I am on my way to BEA. And if you don't know about it yet, I am running a contest. Find me in New York City. And this is good for ALA later this month too, but we'll focus on BEA right now. I'm going to be wandering around the floor tomorrow, and then I'm going to be at the Apocalypse event that starts at 3. I'll be there for about an hour. And then in the evening, I'm going to be at the Teen Author Carnival. I'm on 2 panels at the Teen Author Carnival. I know. So excited. But I'm really afraid I'm going to get arm pity. So I'm pumping up on the deodorant. I get nervous speaking in front of people. But it's going to be okay because I know you guys are a good audience. But I think it's going to be really fun, and I hope if you're in New York City, you come out. It's going to be so much fun. There are 32 authors going to be talking there. Come. There are lots of rebels and former rebels that are on the panels too, and we can't wait to meet you. And I'm running a contest. If you come up and introduce yourself to me, you're going to get some swag for sure. But you're also going to be entered for an If I Lie contest where you could win an annotated copy of If I Lie that has my commentary all throughout in the margins. And you get bonus entries if you take a picture with me and then send the picture to me. How easy is that? And your picture may end up in a future YARebels vlog. So come up, take pictures. I'm excited to meet you. I can't wait to meet you. And I'm a nerd, so what do you have to be nervous about? Come on, I can't wait.